put my hand back over her drink, and this time I just milked it. And I looked at them the entire time. And I took the drink and I slammed it back. I said, "You guys want to party?" Yeah, and then I raped them. That's not what happened. That's the joke. You guys having fun? All right, you ready for your first comic of the night? All right, this guy, he's really doing well. He's new to the scene, but he's ingratiating himself to the local community. I'm not good at introductions, guys. Give it up, everybody, for Jeff Gobeal!
Jared Story, everyone. Greatest introductions in this whole city, bar none. My current partner wants me to stop calling her my current partner. She's like, "Jeff, that kind of implies we'll one day break up. Also, I'm your fiance." Newly engaged. I'm trying to get used to it. Oh, thank you. Someone odd. Yeah, someone said yes to this problem. I'm in my final year of school to be a social worker, and she works. Thank you very much. And my fiance. She works as a lawyer who specializes in divorce. You're like, "Jeff, you'd be crazy to marry her." I am. I'm crazy in love. This is fun for me. Despite my, love sickness, I've also been a little bummed out. The snow fell, and I got into a car accident. I lost use of my car. It kind of sucks, and I was a little low in my mood. But I'm kind of a go-getter when it comes to mental health now, thanks to all the schooling. So I knew I had two options. Option A, I could do some therapy. I'm not going to do that. This guy? I'm good. So the second option was go to the gym. Right, yeah. Go on a treadmill, release some endorphins, bench pressing. I could find out what that is. 25 minutes on the treadmill, and I was like, therapy it is. It's a fun audience. I like this. Yeah, my name's Jeff Gobeal. My father, he comes from a small Métis community down south. And my mom, she's from a flying reserve called Poplar River First Nation. Make some noise at Poplar. That applause right there doubles as tonight's land acknowledgement. So thank you. I hate doing them. Thank you very much. Thank you. Now, two things about my family, about my parents. They separated when I was real young. So between South Junction and Poplar River, like where I'm from, I'm just from Winnipeg. Safe, neutral territory, which is the only time Winnipeg gets called safe. When I'm describing where I'm from. Unless I'm talking to my cousins back home. They're from the hood. Oh yeah. My res cousins who only been here like once, they're like, the hood in Winnipeg? With the stabbings and the fentanyl? The crime? Jeff, what hood you from? South Osborne. South Osborne, yeah. My cousins are like, that sounds scary. They don't know nothing. They're like, Jeff, is there a lot of crime in South Osborne? Of course there is. When I'm there. I just found this out recently. I've been committing crimes in South Osborne my whole life. I used to spend weekends with my mom after my parents split up, and she would do this special thing on Fridays with me called Bingo at the Legion. A little underage gambling. It was the 90s. It was a different time. I was 8 years old. And it wasn't even cute or nothing. I wasn't in my mother's lap da-da-da-da-da doing her. Nah, she was a little absentee. She was out and about. I had my own table. My own money, my own card. Like I said, it was the 90s. I had a coffee, a cigarette, playing bingo. And one fateful Friday, I actually won the bingo, right? I'm looking down, I'm like, That's Little House. Bingo! And I got to run to the stage. And the host here, he had 120. He's like, 120 goes to a child? It's 90s, here we go. Gave me 120 cash. And I ran around that Legion trying to find my mom. See, my mom wasn't really around because at Legions they have a thing called the meat draws. Some people familiar? You have the meat draws? That's what my mom called finding new dad. Did your moms not do this? She's like, Jeff, you need a positive male role model. And she would hang out with Cigarette Steve. He just chain smoking monkey. He's a cool guy. I miss Steve now that I think about it. No, I ran around that whole Legion and I gave my mom that 120 cash. Like a dumbass. Because my mom took it. Oh, she took it, but I was a smart kid. Because I knew I had a birthday coming up. And for my birthday that year, I got 5 of it. Best mom ever. Dude, that's Slurpee money. In the 90s, that's like 6 Slurpees, $5. Yeah. Exactly. Someone knows the math. Someone grew up in Manitoba housing. Yeah, I like to think when my mom gave me that $5, she was just preparing me for treaty days. Excuse me. For those of you wondering why there was an O, Treaty Days is a magical time of year where the government of Canada gives every native person with a status card $5. And just like my mom, they keep the rest of the money. Who owes at Treaty Days? You guys are nuts. I'll tell you what though, I'm gonna sneak out here right away. I'll leave you guys with a little bit of advice if you want to take some from a comedian on stage here. If you get the opportunity to, grow up native. I had a lot of fun with it. It was a blast. I liked it so much because I think native girls look really sexy in that traditional garb they all wear. You know, the basketball shorts. I've been Jeff Gobile. Thank you so much.
One more time for Jeff Gobile, everybody. Yeah. All right, we got one more local feature act before your headliner. This guy actually holds the distinction of being the first comic to ever do comedy on this stage here at Yuk Yuks. He's also been a part of the Winnipeg Comedy Festival. Everybody give it up for Roland Penner!
Thank you, everybody. You guys don't mind? I'm not going to do the whole, hey, Winnipeg.